Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your top MLB player props for today, plus home run calls of the day, alongside my co-host, Tyler Wiemann. I'm Shannon Sommerville. Tyler, yesterday my picks were a dumpster fire. I just want to say that off the top of the show, so my apologies to start things off. Had been doing well, but ran into yesterday, which was a bit of a problem for me. It seemed like no one wanted to hit for me yesterday. I'm just a little disappointed, especially with winds blowing out at Fenway. Michael Busch can't get a hit. Come on.
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit on the DFS show. Both of the pitchers yesterday were ground ball pitchers. If the ground ball was working, then those wins don't really matter. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happened. The wins didn't quite matter because both pitchers were able to keep the ball down more often than not. And it just didn't give that much opportunity for the ball to fly.
It's too bad for us, but that's okay. We're back at it today. There is still wind blowing out at Wrigley today, so maybe today's the day. I feel like this happened to us last year where there was a day that like the winds were blowing out at an exponential rate, and it was another like low scoring affair. So maybe today is the day for us at Wrigley. But
yeah, I mean, after all, the winds blowing out only matter if the batters are able to hit the pitch, right?
Yeah, gotta hit it. Come on, guys.
If the pitcher's on, then it doesn't quite matter.
Nonetheless, your pick still hit, though. Remember, if you are watching us right now, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. A comment enters you into the prop bets contest. $50 if Tyler and I both hit our main props for today. So my apologies for holding us back yesterday, but you got to comment today to be into today's contest. Hopefully we'll go 2 for 2. We've got a nice Mondo slate for today. A lot of games going on. So hopefully we can find some better props for us to rebound here today on this Wednesday. Tyler, where are you headed for your prop bet?
All right, for my pick, I'm going to go Max Fried over 4.5 Ks. That's at minus 150. Our LineStar projection is 5.5. Consensus is 4.9. He has a 22% K rate, but the big thing here is he's just way better away than he is at home. In 2023, at a 10.6 K per 9 rate. Away versus at home, it was 7.1 per 9. So he definitely gets a big bump up in the K department when he's away. So far this season, it's been more of the same where he's just simply better at striking guys out away from good old Truist Park.
Yeah, he's definitely got some strikeout ability, so I like those road stats for him. For my pick, I'm going to the Boston Red Sox. I'm going Jarren, Duran over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. He's been over this 7 of the last 10 games, and in fact, over 61% of the time this season. This is a lefty bat with a 370 average, 1341 OPS over the last week. He had a homer yesterday, plus a stolen base as well. And today going up against Tampa Bay righty Ryan Pepio, who's giving up. He's pretty good. He's got a 677 OPS to lefty bats. So he's a good pitcher. However, the Tampa Bay bullpen, a different story, 28th. To lefty bats. I love that Duran is batting first, and he has he's top 5 in exit velocity and barreled balls over the last 2 weeks. So he's been on fire, riding the hot bat here. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and the Boston Red Sox have been looking good. They know how to get guys on and manufacture runs, so that'll help us out too in getting over that 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Any bonus props for us today?
Yeah, I do have a bonus, and it's actually my favorite prop. I just didn't want to say that as my pick because it's plus 145, so it's just not quite as likely to hit. But that is Nestor Cortes under 17.5 outs. Sorry, Shannon, I am fading your Yankees a little bit. But the thing here is the LineStar projection, 16.7. Consensus is 17.3. He's been under in 4 of 9 so far this season, allowing 54% fly balls, 41% hard contact. And Seattle is better versus left-handed pitching, 162 ISO, 322 WOBA. But in May, versus left-handed pitching, they're top 10 in ISO, top 10 in OPS, and third in BABIP. So I like the spot for this Seattle offense when Cortes is giving up fly ball and hard contact rates like he is.
Hate that you're fading my boy Nasty Nestor like that, but I cannot argue with the cold, hard math that you provided. Can't argue with BABIP ever. So I hear you. I hear your logic. Hope it doesn't happen, but I do for the sake of our props and people winning money. So we'll
all
just
at
leave
plus
it at
145.
that. Yeah, that's a really nice payout as well. For my bonus, I'm going to the Brew Crew. I know we've got a lot of Brewers fans in the comments, so here's one for you guys. William Contreras over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar's projection here, 5.6, which is unusually high, meaning our projection model probably thinks he's going to hit a bomb tonight. But consensus is 2.2 as well, so really like that over there. He's been over 6 of the last 10. And it's because he's got a 335 average over the course of the season that ranks 5th in Major League Baseball and a 259 ISO against left-handed pitching. Today, he's facing a pretty good lefty in Jesus Luzardo for the Miami Marlins. He's giving up a 649 OPS to righty bats, so that's below average. What I like about Contreras' spot here is that he's likely batting second, and he'll also be facing a Miami bullpen that ranks 25th versus right-handed bats. And this is Contreras, who is a top 5% hitter against lefties for today. So I like the spot that he's in. I like the Brew Crew. There it is for the people in our comments who are Brewers fans. There you have it. Nice brew. We're riding with the Brew Crew today for that pick. But for our two main picks for today, we're rolling with Max Fried over 4.5 strikeouts and Jarren Duran over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. If you'd like, you could tail us, Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay. All the links for those are below, and you can use the promo code LineStar when you first download them to get $100 of your first deposit match, or the deal varies according to which site you're on. So make sure you take advantage of that deal while it lasts. Now it is time for home run calls of the day. Hey, Tyler, where are you headed for a dinger on this Wednesday?
I'm going to go to Matt Olson plus 250 to hit a bomb. Look, he's heating up right now. He's hitting 364 with a 273 ISO over the last 20 games versus left-handed pitching. Meanwhile, Steele giving up a 245 ISO to left-handed bats. Olson has a 429 ISO versus Steele and is hitting 429 off him over the last 8 plate attempts they've faced. The wind's blowing out to right. I like the spot. I think Olson's going to continue getting, back into form and going to hit a bomb today.
When the wind is blowing out at Wrigley, it's a good day for hitters. Maybe it wasn't the case so much yesterday, but, Anthony Rizzo, who's a former Cubs, was like, when the wind is blowing out at Wrigley, it's just a different beast. And speaking of the Yankees, that's where I'm headed for my home run call. You know where I'm headed. I've got a gavel with me. All rise. Aaron Judge for a home run today. Plus 210. LineStar's projection is 25.4% chance for a bomb. Vegas has it at 34.7. So highly likely Judge is going yard today. He's been on fire and looking more like himself. Remember when he had such a slow start to the year and fans were even booing him? Get out of here with that. He's got an 1130 slugging over the last 7 days, 7 home runs this month. Keep in mind, slugging percentage, major league average is around 388. So 1130, are you kidding me? And Judge has a nice high ISO, which is one of my favorite stats, of course, that measures raw power, and 321 ISO against righties facing Seattle righty Bryce Miller, who's got a pretty high home run per 9 rate this season. It's 1.37, which is 16th highest in Major League Baseball. Plus, he's going up against the Judge, who is top 5% in exit velocity and barreled ball percentage over the last 2 weeks. And a hot bat of Aaron Judge is not something I'd want to be facing if I was the opposing pitcher. Just saying, all rise for the Judge today. What do you think, Tyler?
Judge is in a good spot. He's on fire. It makes some sense.
All right, let's roll for today. Remember to tail our picks. Underdog Fantasy, ParlayPlay, Chalkboard, Sleeper, all of those links are below. And if you haven't already, do us a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. It helps us out. It also helps you out. You enter into our prop bets contest every day on the show. Sorry about yesterday's picks. I feel really bad about that yesterday. Also had a lot of guys didn't even play. David Fry, though, hit for me. That's all right. We're back at it today. It's Money Wednesday. I'm feeling good. Let's get after it today. Good luck in all of your prop betting endeavors. We'll see you guys tomorrow.